Hello everybody, Suzanne Kellner-Zinck from Dawning Visions Hypnosis here to speak about males who are really working hard to get answers to why it is that they have these eating disorders. And one of the saddest things that I've seen is that many of you, if not all of you, have been rejected by the Facebook groups that you try to join because you are a male instead of a female. How pathetic is that? Well, I'm here to tell you I have a couple of groups actually that I'm building up, dealing with eating disorders and healing teens and college-age kids with emotional problems, my Facebook pages, which will be in the description below. But more importantly, what I need you to understand is that it's just that people are ignorant. They don't get it. And the reason they don't get it is because the mental health professionals don't get it. And the reason they don't get it is because your diagnosis is not applicable to males. In the diagnostic statistical manual that these mental health people use to diagnose all mental illnesses. So if you're not even in there under eating disorders, they don't even consider you as a population with this problem, which is really ridiculous since there's 10 million men in the United States alone with eating disorders. That's right, it's the truth. And the really sad thing about this is that 1/3 of you are going to end up killing yourselves in the end. That's 33% death rate from males, and it's 20% for females. Females tend to use, shall we say, less deadly means to demonstrate their dislike for their lives. They'll use superficial cutting and pills, which can be treated if they don't OD on the pills, if they don't cut an artery that could cause them to bleed out. So these are the realities and the practicalities and why it's very necessary for you to have a place to discuss your issues and to get some professional understanding as to what's going on with you. And that's why I'm spending an awful lot of time putting up all these videos, because I had a prospective client who is a 20-year-old male. His mom could not find any treatment for her son, and that was problematic. Unfortunately, she thought that the price that I had quoted was too high for her son, and her son has many issues, as is true of many people with eating disorders. Major anxiety, obsessive-compulsive behavior starting at 4 years of age, lots and lots of trauma, major depression. He shut down his emotions and has no memory of anything, even up to a day or two ago, based on the free consultation that I gave. I'm going to tell you right here, right now, if you go to an inpatient program, you're going to be spending $80,000 to get your treatment, and the treatment only has a 5% success rate. And the reason for that is manyfold. Number one, it is an addiction. When you have something called compulsive thoughts with impulsive behaviors that are harming you and you cannot stop it, that is an addiction. And if these programs do deal with that as an addiction, they're going to send you to some stupid-ass 12-step program where you're going to learn that you can never overcome these behaviors and these thoughts, which is absolute bullshit, because I have 17 years of clients successfully putting this stuff all in their past. 17 years, people. Yes, 17 years. So that means that when some of my clients started working with me, they were teenagers or they were in college, and now they are adults living happy, fulfilled lives. How do I know? Because some of them still keep in contact with me. Why? Because I'm always interested in hearing the great things my clients are doing. And if they have little issues, generally not to do with eating disorders ever. Sometimes it has other things. I have a young woman who came to see me 3 years after we did her work in bulimia. And it was really about the fact that she had this really brilliant videographer who she was being mentored by, but he never let her have time to do her own, shall we say, documentaries. So she needed to learn how to get him to give her the time off so she could do what she needed to do in her own business. So you can see these are totally unrelated issues. She actually wrote the foreword for my book, Do I Have an Eating Disorder Now What?, which you can get on Amazon.com. At the time, it was actually written for females. I'm going to do an update for males because it is a slightly different illness, as you all know. Now, the other thing that you need to understand is that when we're thinking about these kinds of illnesses, it's not about managing anything. It's about healing the cause of the problem. There's a reason why your subconscious, unconscious mind developed the problem in the first place, or you wouldn't have it. And that's what they don't understand. And there's a reason for you to continue the problem. That's called the purpose in neurolinguistic speak. And then there's a lack of a compelling future above and beyond just getting rid of your illness. How about a compelling future that actually compels you to want to be better? Much more than to hold on to this disgusting, degrading, shameful illness. Because those are the things that we work on, along with healthy nutrition so your body will function. Because any living being, including plants, need what it needs in order to function. That is the way living beings operate. And considering my 30 years in healthcare, actually more than that, and my 30 years in mental health, working with psychiatric patients, 20 years in hypnosis and linguistic programming, and 17 years of success working with people with eating disorders, probably your best bet to help you actually clear out the shit out of your life once and for all so you can get on with it. I do believe that you deserve that much in this life, and it is my thrill to be able to help you to do that. I facilitate it. I don't do the work, and some of this work is not something that you want to do. But who said it's easy? But it can be quick and it can be effective. And though I give up to a year of services for those who need it, generally speaking, my clients are done in 6 months' time. They're done with it and they never think about it again. Instead of spending $80,000 for these programs that don't work, how about spending $20,000 to do it from the privacy of your own home, online, and just getting in there, clearing out this crap, and helping you to get on with your compelling future. If that sounds good to you, all my contact information will be in the description below. Hit me up with an email. In the subject line, I just need you to write information regarding eating disorder program, so I know who you are and what you're interested in, and we will get a time that works conveniently for both of us for your 1 hour free consultation video call. I do it through Google Meet, and we can also do it through FaceTime Messenger, or Facebook Messenger, or FaceTime. But Google Meet seems to be the easiest for most people. I hope that you found this to be a video that gives you a lot of hope, and that your parents will be willing to help you to figure out how to make this happen for you, because this is not the type of illness that you want to be living with. It kills. Number 1 killer of kids age 12 to 24. And sadly, these eating disorders are starting as young as 6 to 8 years old these days. So by the time people find out what the diagnosis is, they've had it for 5, 6 years, sometimes a lot longer. Because it's so hard for you males to get the information you need, which is why I'm putting out all these videos. All right, that's it for this video. As always, I thank you for spending your time with me. Till next time, bye-bye all.